Alright, went ahead and started recording for y'all.
No.
When the match is done, just hit the stop recording for me.
Cool.
Anything else comes up? Apologize to Mike first, but then scream bloody murder, and I will be back here.
Oh, you're doing
No, I'll do it at the end of your turn.
No, you're good. No problem.
Okay.
No doctor. Go. Did you want to do that on your own?
You know, I
Okay.
will do it.
Okay.
So. Stoneforge.
Okay.
I'll search for it. Sort of using family.
Okay.
Your turn.
Turn. That's gonna be rough, I think. I'll just go ahead and the filter run.
The field of rune?
I think so.
Sure.
Sure go.
Your turn?
Do it.
End of your turn, I'm going to activate Stoneforge.
Okay.
Untap. That's turn.
Show this off.
Yeah.
I'll pass to you.
Attach.
Path. Stoneforge.
Yeah. Your turn.
Flash and snap flash mage. Target alt.
Yeah.
Sweet. Scry one.
I'll pass your Snapcaster.
Okay, before. Okay. I'll go to land. On my end step?
On my end step.
On your end step? Okay. Okay, it's exile 2.
Sorry?
It's exile 2.
Yeah.
Do you want to cut? Turn. Actually, do I want to do that now? I guess it doesn't matter. I'm gonna reveal this thing.
Entreat?
Yeah.
Yep, that's fine.
Okay. So it's 2 white sources. I'm gonna make 2. Yeah, I'll make 2 angels. Yeah.
I'm gonna force a negation.
Okay. So it's up to
She's Spellcaller.
Do that. How many cards do you have, Nathan?
5.
5. Yeah, that's cool. Okay. And this is excellent too.
Yep. Your turn.
I'll pass to you. It's kind of a weird game.
Yeah, it's Mystic Sanctuary. Back. Your turn.
Field of Ruin. The Hollow Fountain.
Sure. Actually.
You have anything you want to do beforehand?
It's fine. Present time?
On your end step, I will hieroglyphic elimination.
Yep.
Is it good to go?
Actually, I'm gonna spell that.
Spell one. Spell colors.
Alright.
I'm trying to think if there's something else I want to do. I'll fetch. Go to 17. Do 15.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a pass 12.
Yeah.
Do I still get to cast that?
When it leaves, you may cast it without paying its mana cost.
Okay.
Cards in hand? Actually, do you mind if I take that back? And I'm going to force of negation, actually.
Okay.
Your path.
Path happens.
Sorry, I'll just
Yeah, I'm
shuffle.
just thinking if
It wasn't in a
I
particular order.
force a negation it. Okay. So that's next round.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is like really bad in terminus.
I'm going to force pitching gate chase.
Force two spells.
Um,
Oh no, it's on my turn. Yeah. Oh, that sucks.
mhm.
Yep, you got it.
Yeah.
Go.
Going to attach sword. Hit you.
What team are taking?
You're taking 4. And then discard card. And I untap my lands.
Okay.
This tapped. Your turn.
Go.
Hit you.
I'm going to. I'm not gonna do that this way. Cryptic command. Bounce spell pillar. And draw a card.
Yeah, it's fine.
Card. And then I get to cast
Yep.
Hyper Illumination.
Mm-hmm.
Drop 2.
Yep. Actually, I'm gonna, in response, play Spellcaller to counter
To counter.
Hieroglyphic.
Oh, okay. So I drew these 2 cards. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. So they just, like, what do I do? Do I just, like, leave them there?
I don't know what to do. I should have been a bit quicker about that, but
Okay.
I don't know.
You want me to
Why
shuffle?
don't, yeah, why don't you shuffle? That would be. Now I know you have force of negation in hand, but
Yeah, I can't. Alright, go ahead.
yeah, your turn.
Fair.
I'm gonna cryptic command, counter draw.
I'll fetch. and I'll force.
Yep.
I get a Mystic Sanctuary. Trigger. I'm going to put. What do I do here? Do I tuck that and then draw? Third from the top, maybe? I'm gonna put. I think the top is I'm gonna put. Do you want to cut?
Oh yeah.
That's true, I can just do that. I'm gonna put force. No, I had a cryptic command. I'll put cryptic command on top. And I'll neg to fairy. And I'll tuck this. And then this will go to 1.
Bottom under 2 cards, right?
Yeah, the top 2.
Yeah.
To 1. And then I will be able to cast
Yep.
this. Draw 2 cards. Oh,
Yep.
sorry. 2 cards. Have I played a land for turn?
I think Mystic Sanctuaries. No, you fetch for that.
I'm gonna fetch for that. I'll just play a folder run. Should we go?
Stoneforge. Get Battle Skull. Your turn.
Okay. Untap.
And I'll play Battle Skull.
Okay. Sorry, I have a thing to. If you're just gonna. Oh no, you're hard casting Battle
Yeah.
Skull? Man, that is a tough one. You're making me do a lot of this. I'm gonna force pitching Cryptic Command.
Oh, okay.
Is that cool?
Yeah, that's fine.
On top for turn. Draw for turn. That's unfortunate. I'm gonna play Mystic Sanctuary. I'm gonna put Cryptic Command back on top. No, I exile Cryptic Command. No! No! I get Hieroglyphic Illumination,
Sure.
I think. Yeah. I think that's like okay to do. I'll plus this. I'll draw that.
Yep.
I'll just cast it, I guess. And draw 2 cards.
Yep.
And then I guess I'll just untap 2 lands. Yeah, do I want to do that? Because you can just. How many cards do you have in hand? 1. And attack at my. Oh, you can equip to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Oh, you're just making me use it. And Terminus again. And then it's your go.
Your turn. I think we might be able to get into others. We're going to run out of time. Go ahead. I'm going to do one more draw step and then.
Draw for turn. Play slash with 1/8 and pass.
Opt. Another. Actually, let's bottom this. Stoneforge, your turn.
Okay. I'm sorry, I'm
And
just
I'll
thinking.
equip. Why not?
Do I have one of that? Yeah. No, I don't. Yeah. That's fine. Time for turn. Draw. This is like weird. I'll plus this to 4. And draw a card. Snapcaster Mage.
Yeah.
Targeting Turnus.
We are good.
This is the first time I've ever played like the mirror back to back. Like, well, the mirror essentially. I played like Colin's like soul tie thing that he had today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's you played it well.
Yeah, sorry about some of the.
Yeah, I've got a lot of dead cards in there though. Like I'm not playing enough. Well, I'll let you figure it out.
Oh no, you're good. Yeah, like a lot of my stuff was that's how I've been with like this thing. It's been kind of like I'm not really sure like if I need to what I need to do in certain situations.
You get a sense of what your game plan is, and
yeah, I'm just thinking like maybe I should just.
well, think about what's a dead card in the matchup. Like, do you have things that are better in the mirror versus against a blind opponent?
It is kind of hard, like knowing, like you gotta be like really patient. I know you're trying to like get to the game too.
No, you're good. Take your time.
You know, like this card's like super good, but like.
If it helps, I'll help you after the game.
No, you're good. Yeah, I mean I understand.
But yeah, just from a theory perspective, look at what you're able to bring in. That's obviously really good. That's obvious, but
yeah,
you do have dead cards that
I just don't
should come out that
yeah.
like might do something some of the time, but are typically
just like dead
not
if I draw it.
Great most of the time.
I understand. Just do this. I'll just take this, put these for him. How long have you been playing like the blue light controller?
Had it for like a year or so now. Been not too long, but I played it a lot, and then I got a bit burned out on it.
Really?
I go back to it every now and then when I get a bit frustrated with what I've been playing. I don't really have a deck that I love right now.
Really?
I'm not down on Modern, but I need to find a deck that I enjoy playing.
Yeah, I'm doing the same thing. I've just been playing a bunch of things. This one's like pretty cool because like I can do some of the stuff in the graveyard.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes like if someone plays like graveyard, I guess it doesn't really work too well. And I just kind of like turn into like a regular like just counter stuff.
Try this.
I think I'm gonna remote again.
Okay.
That was like not what I wanted to see. After the game, I'll ask you some questions because like there's like some things like do I keep like lands with like hands with 2 lands or something like that? There's like because it's not like the other decks. I gotta have like if I don't draw another land, I'm like basically just not doing anything.
matchup dependent. Not every blue-white control deck is the same.
Yeah.
You've got some things that will put a clock on you.
Mm-hmm. I think that's
Alright. Let's try and go. I want to go.
Shadow.
Fancy.
Right.
Yep. Actually, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Okay, you're good.
I will spell snare Shadow of Doubt.
Okay, so this card's go back on money. Okay.
Yeah.
And you'll do that. Okay. Do you want me to shuffle again?
Did you?
I drew off of that, off the Shadow of Doubt.
Wait, you put it back?
Yeah, I did put it back.
Yeah.
You want me to shuffle?
No, I don't give a shit.
Okay.
That's a calling card. Fair.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to minus 2
Oh,
fair.
okay. Drop that.
Your turn.
That is kind of like hard to do. Up.
Yep.
Sky one. I'll drop that.
Mm-hmm.
It's your turn.
Plus 2 fairy.
Okay.
Your turn.
That's the sanctuary.
Mm-hmm.
You put up on top of that.
Yep.
Here it comes.
We'll spell all of that.
Okay. Good.
Yeah, we'll spell all. I think. Ooh. Actually, may I take that back? I'm gonna cryptic command. I'm gonna draw. I'm gonna fetch and as well.
I don't think I can deal with that Teferi.
No, I think this is game 3.
Really?
Hey, I fetch shots, so I'm at 17. Actually, I'm at 16.
16. I'm at 20.
And you uncut.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna draw from cryptic.
I guess let me see if I do something else. My next draw is.
Plus 2 fairy. Land. And.
See, I think I got a little too hesitant.
That's turn.
I think I got like a little too. What do you call that? Yeah, because you have a spell in hand. Everything I play is going to be bad.
Yeah, I mean, play it out if you want. It's not.
I'll just play like a few more
Not a
turns.
bad thing. Yeah.
Yeah, you can go to game 3.
You sure? My hand is totally stacked, but.
Yeah, I mean, if your hand's stacked, I mean, I trust you.
you're
Oh yeah,
super
I'm dead. I'm dead. Yeah, all
Never
in.
You're never resolving the spell.
Okay. The I should have
You could have counted fairy.
I could have if I would have waited on the Shadow of Doubt. I was trying to like keep you off the lands, but you had a spell snare in hand, so like.
Shadow of Doubt is really cute.
But it's not a good card to like have, I guess, in some situations.
If you have an opponent that knows that you're playing it, he's just going to play around it. So it's a good thing to have as a surprise. But once they've seen it, I've always boarded it out because now I'm just going to play around it.
I probably should actually. Let me see if there's anything here that does anything better. I don't think so. This is like kind of like. Guess it's like. Yeah. Oh. Should have one card in. It is like it works like I guess game 1, yeah, and then after that it's like it never works again.
Work game 2 if I didn't have spell snare.
Yeah.
Like if it's not on my radar that you're playing it, then yeah.
I get that. What is it?
One thing I'll say is the cadence of play in control mirrors is a bit slower. So a couple of times I've kind of like paused because I'm thinking about what to do.
Okay.
And you Shadow of Doubt and draw a card. You kind of need to just pause a little bit and
Pause a little bit more.
have it go on the stack. And does it resolve or does it not resolve?
Okay. I thought you said it was like okay, and then you went and got you fetched and stuff, or you got the land. No, you didn't get the land. You just like I don't remember. But my bad.
No, it's not your. That was. I have a tendency to play this match fairly slowly, and that's my bad.
I think like just like getting overzealous about the like if I can keep you from getting a land or something. I thought that would work, but it didn't.
It should have worked.
Yeah.
All right. Game 3. Yee.
Yeah, I'll keep it. You ready?
All right. Nope. Mm-hmm.
What 19? Oh, we haven't been doing the thing, huh?
Oh, shoot. The thing.
That's not it. I'm not even sure what it is. There used to be like a scoreboard. Here it is. Okay.
Cool.
Playing for turn. Go ahead. Draw for turn. I'll pass to you.
I'm not sure yet what is going on there.
Okay, this is the first time you've taken damage, though, huh?
Yeah. I'm taking 1 out of 5.
And I'm gonna cycle again.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez.
Uh-oh.
Such a play.
Mm-hmm.
I'll pass to you.
Fairy? Don't mana leak it. Do not mana leak it.
No.
Spell snare?
Yep.
A minus.
Okay.
Your turn.
Last one.
Yeah, it's fine.
Go ahead.
Plus Teferi. Jace.
I'm gonna force pitch and plus your strong.
Teferi.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yep, you got it. God damn it. Go ahead.
I'm gonna bounce Mentor to your hand.
Okay.
And I'll, I should probably tap, not like an idiot. Your turn. Sure.
Yeah, I'd be sick if I had a land.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I'm gonna plus Teferi.
Okay.
I'll brainstorm. This is fun. Put this guy back and sorry. This guy back and this guy back. My turn.
Yeah.
Sorry, on your draw step. So you drew a card.
Drop it.
Yeah. I'm gonna play Cryptic Command. I'm gonna bounce Mentor to your hand and draw a card.
Yeah. Yeah, you got it. I drew like nothing. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's see what you brought in and good.
I didn't take these out because I thought you were gonna still go with Stoneforge Mystic. I didn't really see one, so I think it really mattered.
Tell you what I boarded out. And what I put in. So I took out all of my paths and 2 mystics. So I'm still running 2 mystics.
I left all my paths in, but
Yes.
just one more card. in this one.
This is Flusterstorm.
Yeah.
That's pretty good in this matchup. This is good.
Oh, shit, a Flusterstorm.
This is good.
The Teferi, huh? Because it's pay 1 mana for each spell cast before this.
But
So
it
you-
only targets instance.
Oh, it only targets instants or sorceries? Wow, that's even worse.
Yeah. So if you get into a counter war, like Flusterstorm is really good in Legacy. It's not played as much in.
Okay.
It's good in this matchup. Yeah, I would have brought in Disdainful Strokes because what you want as answers against Cryptic Command, Jace.
Okay. Oh, yeah, sure. Once you resolve the Teferi, I don't only have 2 Teferis. So, like, once, like,
I
you
think
did
I'm
that,
only playing. I'm not playing.
you're not playing 4?
No, I'm playing Spellqueller. So I brought in Disdainful Stroke. I brought in Mentor, Disdainful Stroke, Ashiok.
My board didn't really have a lot of stuff for you, though. I guess besides the Distinguished and this.
Mentor, and one more thing. Surgical. Yeah.
Like, none of this was. I mean, I bought this one, too.
So this
I don't
is
know.
Ruined Halo.
Yeah. Thought I could, like, keep
You
from
have
targeting
protection against.
Teferi. I was also going to name. Because you can start. No, it doesn't matter because it exiles my permanent. It's not. It doesn't target me.
Which one? Big Teferi?
Yeah.
I don't play Big Teferi in this deck.
Well, it doesn't target. Do I have protection from regular Teferi?
You'd have protection against Jace, Fate Seal,
Oh, yeah.
and his ultimate.
Really? Oh, yeah. I'm glad
So
about that.
you would name Jace.
I didn't see it, though.
Yeah, Flusterstorm is reasonable. I would have boarded out your Terminus.
I boarded out all the terminuses.
Yeah. What else?
This is what I boarded out. I mean, I have I left like Entreat the Angels in, so I could have just took that out for the Disdainful Stroke.
No, Entreat's actually really good.
Really? Maybe one of these things or something. But I think that's pretty good too.
That's good as well.
I don't really know what to take out then. I wanted to leave the Teferis in because
Definitely. Teferi's
I
excellent.
should just take out these actually, the path, because you took out like 2 Stoneforge Mystics.
Yeah,
There's no way I would have known that, but
this is going to get down to like turn 25.
yeah, and I don't want to draw a path.
And one-on-one removal, it's not as good as like winning the long game, right?
Yeah.
So, like Mentor is good because it's a diversified threat, right? If you could stick Mentor and a couple of spells,
Yeah. I have
then
a really big
you've
board.
got like
Yeah.
things that can, beat one-on-one removal. Path is not like the worst, but you've got better things that you can be doing.
Yeah, I thought you were just gonna go straight for getting like spell color out and stuff like that too. So I wanted to keep them in, but then I was thinking like, well, I can probably just like bounce spell color, but then like you just kind of get to use it again. I can just counter if it gets that long, huh?
So these mirror matches are, in my opinion, like how you allocate your resources
Yeah.
and positioning yourself for the long game, right?
Yeah, I
And
kept the land with like a hand with 2 lands too. Like I feel like I should have
You
have to.
you
have.
would keep like a 5-land hand in
Oh
this.
really?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm used to like the other
You
decks.
never want to miss a land drop because the game's going to go so long, right?
Yeah. Well, I thought like you would want like some counter spells like to go with it. You have like 5 lands and like a Snapcaster Mage. I mean, I guess you can draw maybe into some stuff.
It's situational, right? So would I keep 5 lands, a Cryptic, and a Spellqueller? Yeah. A Mana Leak? Yeah. Some kind of interaction. But if it was like 5 lands,
And a Path Exile or something. I guess in this.
well, in this, yeah, you'd board out Path. But
Yeah.
if it was 5 lands, a Batterskull, and I don't know, Baby Teferi? Probably not.
Okay.
You want to have some kind of interaction that gets you to the long game.
So the more lands I have, it's like probably not that bad. I can probably
In
just,
this matchup, you want to hit your land drops. You never want to miss your land drop.
okay. So if it's like really aggressive though, like
This is a slightly different matchup because you've got a person that's playing Stoneforge that can put a clock on you,
okay,
right? And then I'm always going to get the sword
okay,
that if I hit, you're discarding a card, and I'm winning the resource battle then,
yeah,
right? I'm forcing you to have an answer for my Stoneforge, and if I hit, then you've got one fewer card to do that with.
okay.
But no, you played that first game like I was impressed. Like quite frankly, I was thinking like you're pretty new at this deck, so you're gonna make some missteps, but you really didn't. Like you're
Yeah, it's sometimes like just knowing when to counter something and when to let something resolve is like the hard part. Like I don't
there's
want
some
to
like
fairy to
misplays
resolve.
you made in terms of the force. You kept force thinking you could use it in your turn,
Yeah, that's true.
and
Yeah,
or
that's true.
when Teferi was out, like that
Yeah.
stuff you'll just get with like experience, right?
Yeah, I forget about the berry all the time. It's like I don't know.
It's a really fucking stupid card, and I apologize for playing it.
You're good. If I would have I just can't let that resolve. If I once I like let that happen, I just can't do anything.
Well, one of us gets to play half the cards in the deck, and the other guy doesn't.